Morning, everybody. It is really fucking early for me. It's actually 9:40 in the morning, and I haven't been to bed yet, so I figured, fuck it. Movie review. Because I just watched these two, yesterday and today. This one I finished earlier. I hear people talking. So, two movies here. We got 2004's Unrated Director's Cut for Dawn of the Dead widescreen edition. And we have 1997 special edition for Midnight in the Garden, Good and Evil. Directed and produced by Clint Eastwood. So, we'll do this. Scoot, get over there. We'll do this one first. Because you saw this in the Goodwill Haul video I did a few months back. About a month or so. So this actually, and this is why this is what's so surprising. Look how clean that is. That surprised the shit out of me. Because you can see that right there. I thought it was not going to play, but it played. Complete start to finish. So there's the chapter list for it. There's Kevin Spacey. Go away. So this movie is a cult classic. Whoa. Because this is really, for 97, this was so ahead of its time. For many reasons. One, it is very forward thinking in terms of the plot. Because if you've never seen this, you might want to back out the video. If you have seen this, you know what I'm talking about. But the reason it's forward thing is because he plays a gay man who's accused of murder. And it also features, I think, the first transgender woman in a movie. I could be wrong about that. But this is from 97, so I could be wrong about that. I haven't done my full research. But for me, that was the first thing I ever noticed. The third time watching this. First time watching, I was like, oh, cool, Clint Eastwood. Because, Clint Eastwood is, fucking legendary as hell for, playing his Western films and his directorials. And just being an all-around badass. Plus, he's a dad, so there's a winning four-way combination right there. First time I watched it, I was like, oh, cool, Clint Eastwood. And I didn't understand the film. Second time I watched it was a couple years after, and I was like, oh, I still don't fucking get this movie. And I was like, it's so long, because it's 2.5 hours. And then third time I watched it, I actually bought this, and I was like, fuck it. I'm going to own this and give it a try, see what happens. I fucking love this movie. It is paced beautifully. It builds up the suspense. It's a murder mystery with good humor. I fucking love it. The ensemble cast is beautiful. I'm trying to think who's the best one out of this. The lady Chablis, she's phenomenal. I love her in this. She's a sassy motherfucker, and I like that in a character. John Cusack's phenomenal. Allison Eastwood, that's Clint's daughter. She's phenomenal. She's good. Kevin Spacey, whether you love him or hate him, he does give a stellar performance in this film. What else? The setup, and they filmed it in Savannah, Georgia, which was really nice because it was good to hear other, accents versus, basic American bullshit. Because I like Southern accents for the most part. Like, it was nice to hear New Orleans accent because I have some Southern friends, but not deep South friends. So yeah, it was nice to hear that. Ooh, and see some of the culture coming out, some of the voodoo culture through her, which was really nice. So yeah, after seeing this for the third time, definitely give this a high 9 out of 10 because this was phenomenal start to finish. Like, it might be intimidating because it's 2.5 hours long, but it's also really ahead of its time for 97. So this being 22 years old, like, it's pretty fucking good. It's aged well. You can really get into it. And the reason I didn't pick up on some of the shit they were saying was because none of it made sense to me at the time. And when you watch certain films when you're younger, because your mind's not fully developed yet, and you haven't hit that age, and this applies to, you can be fucking 42 and watching something from ages ago and not understand it. And then when you watch it at 42, you're like, okay, cool. Now I understand what the fuck they were saying. Or it might take a traumatic event for you to, your mind to really open up and understand shit. And that's what it took for me. And I understand everything they were saying because it was a lot of political undertones and shit, so that's what went over my head. But now that I'm versed in political shit, thanks to Game of Thrones and whatnot, and I'll do a video on that later on today, and other political shows I've watched over the years, I understand what the hell they were saying. So this was really good. I really enjoyed the hell out of it. So yeah, highly recommend. And then we got this bad motherfucker, Dawn of the Dead from 2004. 15 years old this year, 2019. Pretty cool. And this is what's really nice. If you own... Ouch. Damn it. Come on, don't be a faggot. Give me. Thank you. If you own DVDs or Blu-rays, you know the difference between the discs. You know how a disc feels. Uh-oh. I'll try to be quick and loud. This feels very stiff and not broken in. And as you can see, like, crisp and clean. This came from Goodwill as well. So, yeah. A Goodwill disc that isn't scratched and practically brand new, that's pretty fucking unheard of. So that was really nice. And it has the original slip cover. Isn't that nuts? Most of these never have a slip cover. Nuts that. Who can say? Fuck you. Alright, so this has the extended version to scary for theaters. Like, and there's the exclusives for it. I didn't watch the top 3 there. I watched the Lost tape. That was really good. I started to watch Special Report. Kind of got bored of that. The 12 minutes of deleted scenes. Spoiler, it's actually 11 minutes, 30 seconds. So, yeah. And out of all them deleted scenes in that 11 and a half minutes, 2 or 3 of them are only actually, they should have actually been in the film, but oh well. I don't do commentary when I watch a film either, because I don't care for that shit. But this is the unrated version, and it's 100. Well, actually, yeah, it's 110 minutes long, basically. It's an hour, 50 minutes. Do your math, 60 plus 50 is 110. So, it's 9 minutes longer than the original theatrical release. And this is really good. I was watching this and I was thinking, you know, Zack Snyder's behind this. I wish Zack Snyder would actually helm Marvel Zombies, because he'd be perfect for that. I mean, his directorial style plus Marvel plus Marvel Zombies, he could bring that to life easily. It'd be fucking phenomenal. Especially if it was under Sony's banner, because then they could go for a full R rating versus doing it under Disney, where Disney would bitch and moan about how, you know, whatever. Unless, it all depends on what Sony owns property-wise from Marvel, so who knows. Or you could do a 20th Century Fox, I don't know. It depends. So, yeah. I had me a murder mystery and a zombie flick this morning. And I got some gas bubbles inside me, like little chest pains and whatnot, but it's nothing serious. It's just I have to belch, and half the time the shit gets stuck. So Yeah, fun times. So, 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10. I mean, they're both phenomenal. This one has the zombie baby in it. That's why it's unrated. That's why it's got all the extra footage, which was really nice because this should be the touchstone for future zombie films. And also, there's a sequel to this called, well, it's unofficial, but it's the unofficial sequel to this called Army of the Dead, and that is going to be a Netflix exclusive with Zack Snyder directing, and Dave Bautista he's the first star in the film, and that's coming soon to Netflix as an original film, so it'll be exclusive to Netflix, and it's Army of the Dead, so I don't know how that's going to go, but I don't know. I mean, I like Dave Bautista too. He transitioned from being, a wrestler to an actor pretty smooth. Like shit, he was wrestling and then he stopped and then he did films and then did wrestling again, stopped, did more films, and now he's just doing films. And he's doing phenomenal as Drax. Shit. So I might check out Army of the Dead when it drops on Netflix. And hell, it's a Zack Snyder film, directed and all that fun shit, so it's exclusive to Netflix. That's going to be awesome. Hopefully, but we'll no. So this is a good ensemble cast as well. So we have two good ensemble casts for the most part. But which film was the better one? Which one was better? Which had the better story? Which had the least better story? I mean, they're both good. And they're both fleshed out. Pun intended. Damn, this is really hard to pick because they're both fucking good. And they're both solid 9s. Oh, man. I don't know. It's hard to pick. I'm gonna have to go with this one because this I'm probably gonna rewatch eventually. Whereas this one, probably not so much. But, So, yeah, this one is really good because it took me 3 times to get it to understand the fucking story. Which drove me nuts. But still, it was good to, kick back and watch that and, rediscover how good this was. Discover how good it really is. And they're both called classics, so double win there. So would I recommend these to friends? Yeah, obviously, because shit, who doesn't like zombies and who doesn't like a good murder mystery directed by and produced from Clint Eastwood? Based on the books. So there you go. You have that fun shit too. And this is a remake of the original, so that's even cool. What am I going to you? Yeah, of course. If you like Clint Eastwood films, if you like Zack Snyder films, these are for you. If you like ensemble casts, definitely for you. If you don't, I'm sorry. That's okay. That's your opinion. I respect that shit. If you don't like movies about LGBT, not for you. If you don't like films about zombies, definitely not for you. If you are a pussy and you can't handle blood and gore, not for you. And you need to, grow the fuck up. If you can't handle blood and shit, but you can handle delivering your firstborn kid, you might have some fucking problems. If you don't like John Cusack, not for you. Like I said, if you don't like Kevin Spacey, this isn't for you. Sorry. Yeah, another thing, both these DVD discs are crisp. They're still, they got that sharpness to them. So they haven't been worn in and they're fine and they play straight through. And the quality on them is still good. So I won't be looking to upgrade to Blu-ray on most of my DVDs. It depends on what they are, but these two, definitely not upgrading. If you like DVDs, definitely for you. Because I know some people still have DVDs. Hell, I know some people who still have VHS going on in certain parts and whatnot because their area hasn't upgraded yet. If you like murder mysteries, definitely for you. If you like zombie apocalypse films, definitely for you. If you like cult classics, definitely for you. If you don't like anything I just mentioned, it's not for you. If you don't like Ving Rhames, Sarah Polley, Jake Weber, Mekhi Phifer, no, not for you. If you don't like Zack Snyder, definitely not for you. If you're not into Clint Eastwood, which would surprise the shit out of me, definitely not for you. But, yeah. So, if you're in for, good stories and fully fleshed out plots, check these out. Rent them always rent. I can't express that enough. Rent the motherfuckers. That way, you see, check your library first. Always check the library first. Because library, 9 chances out of 10, they'll have it. If not, then you go check on demand, and you check Xbox, you check PlayStation, you check Amazon, so on and so forth, and find it, Ouch. Ooh, even check FYE too. I was leaning on my elbow and now it hurts. So, I will be back in a little bit to do another video. So, stay tuned.